It's LiveWire, and I'm Ray Tatter, and it's live at 5, and it's 5 o'clock. So sit down and watch this show. We're going to meet some interesting people who are putting great entertainment out in North Sacramento at a wonderful thing they're calling, what are you calling it?
Boulevard Live.
Ah, right. And then we're going to talk to some folks from the Sacramento Gay Men's Chorus and see what they're about to do. So stay tuned for LiveWire right after this important message. Northern Sac, and Mr. Blair here is one of the beginner founder type people for that. Or is it a carryover from the Saturday night events that they used to have there?
Sure, so it's an event that we have just put on looking to bring Second Saturday back to North Sacramento. Mm-hmm. And we are doing it through the summer, every second Saturday. It's all businesses in the area with that's in historic Del Paso Boulevard, right on Route 40. They're opening their businesses, they're doing events. It will be live art and music that is, going into each of these places. We have bands that start in one space and then another band an hour later at a different venue. And so we're looking to put people, to do this walk up and down historic Route 40.
Sounds like an interesting thing. You two gents are musicians, right?
Yep.
We are musicians.
And have you do you play together in a band or have you played? And you're part of this.
We are part of it. I'm one of the main volunteers of the event and getting people out on the street and main support here for John.
Good. He got me involved.
This is Hans.
We both play in different bands. I play in a band called Joy and Madness, and Hans in the Hot Mess. He's been in the Old Screen Doors, working on a project called Dr. Now, and kind of helping corral all of these great Sacramento musicians into place for this event. There's 4 different locations where there are bands playing, right? I mean,
lots of live artists.
This time, so every time it's a little bit different. We want to give a taste of every different venue that's there. Last time we had 10 bands, 8 different locations that just started at 1 at 3. The next one was at 4 o'clock. The next one was at 5 o'clock. Different location, different band every time.
Chronologically. Just like that.
As it works.
Yep.
These guys are doing a show called All Together now, and they'll be working as entertainment for this walk out there rattling cages, reporting on it.
Studying humanity.
Interviews.
Yes.
In its finest, most naked
So
form.
Garrett, what do you do? What music instrument do you play?
I'm the facet of a Renaissance man or artist, if you will. I do everything that it takes to be inspired or inspire others.
So you'll also be able to see some of his sculptural work and some of his live painting at these events. We have just been building this and putting people together and art together and putting vendors out there and just making it something that is entertaining to do and taking a space that the city doesn't readily work with.
Yeah.
North Sacramento. It's all that place where your mom told you not to go when you were younger.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, and we're trying to put more feet on the ground, more good people into these good businesses that are there, like Wood Lake Tavern.
Yeah.
And making it so that they are, fruitful, that they can do good business with good people. So
Good. So what's it like to go in and interact with a business owner and say, we've got this band
as a business owner, if you owned a business, you'd probably be happy if a couple hundred people showed up at your door.
I would. I'd be happy, and I mean, some people might not understand what kind of music you're going to play. I mean, do they end up acting like, well, what is it? Can I see it?
Sure, and a lot of them have. So we started this actually very small, a couple different businesses, a couple different bands. In fact, my business Neverboard, we were doing second Saturday every Saturday all last year, and then we just kind of worked from there. How about we put music into this space over here, and some of them, North Sacramento has some vacant lots.
Yes.
And so we've toyed with the idea of having live music in those vacant lots, really just trying to bring life to an otherwise vacant lot.
Sure.
And that's kind of the idea, to see it grow and to bring more awareness to that area.
Okay, so no, we did that. We talked. We got down what it is, and when is it?
So it's every second Saturday, at least for the rest of this summer. So the next one is this Saturday, June 9th. It will be from 3 to 9, and there'll be a secret after party. Oh, secret, yeah.
Yep, and you can jump on the web and go facebook.com, Walk the Boulevard Live.
Yes, and that is that. It's a
sounds
great
like
event.
Very wonderful kind of event to do, and also challenging to help develop it. It must be, getting the okay to put it in an empty lot that's owned by somebody.
Sure.
Yeah.
You have a good cop, bad cop situation. You go in like as the nice guy. Someone else is like, "You need this. You need this more than you know." Anything like that happen?
Yeah.
So some of these vacant lots, the city owns, and they're well aware of us. And there's really nothing. Why wouldn't they want to activate a space that
Well, they're
otherwise
afraid you're going to do a fire-eating act and burn the city down.
Sure. Yeah. Well, that's
This
what
is generally what
insurance is
cities
for.
do.
Yeah.
That's in September.
Yeah.
When it's
That's in
more moist.
September.
Yeah.
Oh wait, was that a joke?
Good. So Hans, what is your instrument?
I'm a singer for a local funk and soul band called Joy and Madness, and I do a bunch of solo work. But he and I have kind of crossed paths a bunch of times. And
Woodlake Tavern.
when he says he's a Renaissance man, he really does mean he kind of, he's very creative in a lot of different avenues, and he's got a lot of hustle. And we both decided to kind of come together for this show, this online show all together now. I've been making trips to Berlin like frequently over the last year, and you see this kind of stuff popping up all the time in Berlin. A lot of expression, a lot of creative freedom. We know that Sacramento's got a thriving artistic community and a thriving music community.
Yeah.
So he and I, after coming back from these trips, I said to myself, I want to look at Sacramento as a tourist. I want to dig in deep and find those small things that really make this
We wanted to
city
get
shine.
excited about everything happening in
Yeah.
the city too. It's
that's what we're trying
fully
to
a
do.
melting pot of the United States. Like I
Yeah.
really haven't seen anything
Incredible
going on
diversity.
like here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I've
true.
been around America and a
It
lot of
helps
music
and it
scenes.
hurts. There's a lot of segmentation because of that diversity in terms of really creating mass events, But I think this one has a history that I think a lot of people will remember.
We have a couple of slides. Let's have a look at those slides, and maybe you could narrate them. Just tell us what we have. These are, they'll appear on one of those screens.
Okay.
So these are slides from, I guess, one of your last event. Okay. Now, walk the Boulevard.
Look at that.
There's a lot of businesses there, and a lot of looked like a good time.
Yeah, it was very well made
Best
promo.
times.
Yeah, lots of businesses involved. You walk down that street and there's something, you can just feel the history in that space. In fact, the first street light was there. That was that's.
Really?
Yeah, the
installed
first
in
street light in
Sacramento?
Sacramento was there. Yeah, that place
Some
has
cool
got.
history.
Is that gas?
It's got the first Kentucky Derby winner came out of North Sacramento.
No kidding.
No kidding. Yeah, it's got a ton of history to it, and
Bet on North
First opera
Sacramento.
singer to break a glass with her voice, Del Paso Heights.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Some of the
No.
most esteemed ornithologists.
But it could be. We can look it
There
up.
was some guy that in the 1920s who used to do that, and he would do it and he was like a woodsman, and he grew up in the foothills up here, and he had a voice that could break glass, and he would do it like on the vaudeville stage. They had the drumming, pounding, and he'd do all of this kind of like dance of the chest, and then he'd get up and go.
I don't know, but he should be on Walk
Should
the
be here
Boulevard.
right now. At Walk the Boulevard. Yeah.
Long gone.
That's the caliber type of artist that we're looking for. So does he have sons or daughters
who can do that? I don't think so.
No.
Well,
at least know who they are. Maybe we can reach out to them.
I could look in the book. I'm
love
very
to see
interested.
that.
I read the book about 10 years ago, and I thought, wow, it was just like his life, up in the mountains, and then being on vaudeville. Very interesting guy. And I put the book back, but I looked at it recently, and I thought, gosh, that'd be kind of interesting to have somebody like this character around.
Yeah, so I mean that's a type of performer that we
have that type of performer at the Walk the Boulevard.
Yeah, we are looking for, and even more.
If
we have
there,
a lot of performers.
and you're a performer.
Yep.
Talk to us.
All freaks.
Come to Walk the Boulevard.
Get on
Jungle
that
Fire.
website.
Oh, you're over here now. Jungle Fire. Whatever you want to do, come and see us.
Good.
Beatboxer. Yep.
You look at that one.
And so you guys are looking for some interesting new talent and put it together.
Yes. Yep.
Wow.
And to showcase the best talent that Sacramento has to offer.
well,
Bring it on.
Well, we're going to walk the Boulevard and say thank you guys for talking to me, and we appreciate it. You guys are wonderful, and
Thank
I love
you,
the
Ray.
creative, that energy. I can strike a match on it. All right. All right, well, we're going to have to take a short pause now. We'll be back after some important messages and be talking with the Gay Men's Chorus of Sacramento and the good things that they do for your community right after this important message.
My grandfather served in World War II. Spending time with him were the best memories of my life. I became a physician at VA because of my grandfather, so I can help others like him. I can't imagine working with better doctors or a more dedicated staff. I'm fulfilling my life's mission with the help of my team and thanks to these veterans. I'm proud to be a doctor at VA and proud to honor my grandfather every day. Search VA Careers to find out more.
To hear a story.
Once upon a time, there were 3 billy goats.
The tiniest billy goat.
Tripping over my bridge. It is I, the biggest billy goat runner.
And the billy goat was so heavy that the bridge creaked.
It's a bridge they have to cross. And great, ugly eyes as big as saucers. Nose as long as a fire poker. And he had the biggest.
The road, the troll, its only eye.
Trick, trap, treat.
Patrol and Pooh.
Crushed him to death.
To the hillside,
Well, come on.
continued up to the hillside.
Why, thank you.
What if you could invest in the future? The future of kids, like a stock. Not the kind of stock that's about making money, but a stock for social change. A whole new kind of investment called Better Futures. When you invest, it helps kids go to college. Believe in us, invest in us, watch us grow. My name is Sydney, and I'm your dividend.
It's called the Sacramento Gay Men's Chorus, and it has gay people and straight people and a lot of people. Isn't that right, Jason?
Absolutely. We're very inclusive, so you can be straight, gay, an ally, trans, a lesbian, a woman. We will accept you as long as you sing.
Oh, wait a minute. As long as you sing?
Yeah, you do have to sing.
Okay. Why won't you take me? I can't sing. And tell me, about how long has it been around?
The course has been around since 1984, and we're just finishing up our 33rd season right now.
So, Jason, how old were you when it started, Jason Pettit?
I was 3 years old.
Oh, okay.
I I was a twinkle, so I wasn't around
You're
yet
not
when it
even
was
that
first
long.
formed.
So, Kay, I'll tell you, you were walking down the street one day and you thought, gosh, I think I'll work for the Gay Men's Chorus.
Yeah, pretty much. It was actually a really serendipitous happenstance thing where I crossed paths with one of the members back in the day. This is my 7th season with the chorus, and they just happened to be getting ready to switch pianists, and he saw me play at another event and said, you know what, we might like to have you come and join us at the Sacramento Gay Men's Chorus. And I said, that sounds amazing. I'd love to know more. And 7 years later, I'm still around, and now I'm also the assistant artistic director.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So you obviously can not only tickle the
Yes.
88, you can read music.
I can, yes.
We're so fortunate to have Kay, and she's a fantastic singer on top of all of it.
Good. Yeah. Well, when you get a triple threat like that, you hold on to her.
We trust Kay.
Yeah.
So, what's the next event, and what kind of music do I want to hear in this Think Pink thing?
Okay, well, our next event is Think Pink on June 15th and 16th, and it's a partnership with Susan G. Komen Foundation.
I recognize the pink ribbon.
We ended up kind of redesigning it just a little bit
I
to
see
make
it.
it look like
It's the microphone part.
Yes.
And then the music is inspirational, uplifting. We're trying to help raise awareness about...
And it'll be at this McClatchy High School?
Yep,
Correct.
right at McClatchy High School.
On June 15th at 8 p.m. Whoopee! And also you can, that's a Friday night at 8, and you can have a Saturday at 2 and 8.
Correct.
Whoa.
Double show day. Yep.
Whoa, you gotta rest your tonsils there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be an excellent inspirational show, and we're really looking forward to
Good.
it.
Well, I look forward to it. Well, we've been talking about it. Why don't we use video like we should and have a look at it?
Sure.
Okay, you've got a little clip here, I think, or some stills that we can look at and get a better sense of the Gay Men's Chorus. We're going to what we call in the business B-roll, right after now.
Hello, everyone here before us. We are the Sacramento Gay Men's Chorus. There's no place we'd rather be than here in this very place with you. We're SGM's Sacramento Gay Men's Chorus. Everywhere I'm turning, nothing seems complete. I stand up and I'm searching for a better part of me. I hang my head from sorrow, slay to humanity. Wear it on my shoulder. Gotta find the strength in me. I'm gonna find the strength, 'cause I am Superwoman. Yes, I am. Yes, she is. Still wear my mess, I still put on a vest with an S on my chest. Oh yes, I'm a Superwoman.
We're back with Jason Pettit and Ms. Alteri.
Yes.
You both work for the Gay Men's Chorus. You choose the music?
I wouldn't say we choose the music, but we definitely have some input. Our artistic director, Stephen Johnson, has a final say on
I see.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. And then, so what are the kinds of pieces like you're working on now for the next event?
Well, we've got a really great cross section for this show. Like Jason already mentioned, everything's really uplifting and vibrant and powerful and hopeful, but we've got everything from some pop songs from artists like Pink and Katy Perry. We've got some contemporary musical theater in there, and then some kind of oldies classics, including the title song from Funny Girl, the movie, which is Think Pink, So kind of everything across the board, but some really gorgeous, moving moving pieces as well as just some all-out fun power anthems. So.
And what you just heard on the B-roll clip you did was our SGMC jingle that was written by a composer in Seattle named Eric Lane Barnes, just for our group. And then you have the small ensemble singing Superwoman by Alicia Keys that was arranged for us too.
Good, good, good. So that sounds like a very creative outreach in pulling those kinds of things together.
Yeah.
Cool. This is wonderful. So at this event, I'm going to hear at McClatchy on the 15th, I'm going to hear a lot of musical theater kinds of songs and then the ballads. Any original pieces?
Nothing original this time, although that is something that we have just recently in the past few seasons been incorporating into our shows, so we're really excited about doing more of that as time goes on. Our jingle is original. That's one of the first original ones.
Yes, that's right.
And
that's
a couple
what I thought
of
when I saw that.
Yeah, and a couple of our songs were arranged for us, so we're the first person to do the Superwoman version that you just heard, which was very challenging to learn, but we did it. You're going to get an eclectic mix of music, and you're also going to get a full production. We do this thing called choralography instead of choreography. We have some moves that the whole group can do together to make the show a little more visually entertaining.
And the fact that you're making this as a fundraiser for the Komen Foundation, which is a very important organization serving families where cancer has hit someone or maybe more, I don't know.
Yeah, as part of our outreach programs that we've done so far in kind of collecting feedback from the community, we had found out that there are a lot of people that have come to our shows or been involved with our organization or are currently singing with us that have really been touched by the effects of cancer, sometimes breast cancer specifically, and so we really thought this is the time to partnership with Komen and make that a part of what this season is about for us.
Yeah, we're going to beat that old cancer.
Yeah.
The Susan G. Komen has a goal of decreasing the mortality rate by 50% within the next 10 years with some outreach programs that they have. They do a mobile mammogram bus, I guess, that goes to underserved areas of women that don't have access to insurance.
Exactly.
People off the street, underserved area. So this is fabulous, and I wish you well in doing this, and I hope that folks contact you through the. Is there a box office that you can?
Yeah, you can. Check out our website. It's www.sacgaymenschorus.org, and there's a little ticket section that'll tell you about our show and where you can go to make a donation.
And how many folks do you have in the Gay Men's Chorus?
Currently about 50.
It's about 50 members right now, Kind of fluctuates every season a little bit, but we've got all ages and like Jason already mentioned, some men, some women, some straight, some gay, and everywhere in between as well.
And they'll all be singing at the next event?
Correct.
Yeah, everybody will be there.
Wow. And so are you full up? Okay, if somebody's listening and think, well, I studied with the greats and I'd sure like to do this.
Oh, we'd love to have new membership. All the time we're trying to get more because the larger the membership, the bigger the impact we can have in terms of just how many people we can reach and the amount of sound we can produce and the types of numbers we can do. So the more members, the better.
Good. Are there singing people in your family, or you are the one?
Both of my sisters sing, and I sing, but I'm the only one that took it and ran with it.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, working for an organization where there's a chorus group, that's really amazing. My wife was a singer with a chorus, and they totally were enjoyable, and it became like a family,
Oh, absolutely! It absolutely is a family. Even the small ensemble that you heard, it's 12 of us. We, in addition to our normal rehearsals, which are about 6 hours a week for the regular group, the small ensemble probably meets for about 3 extra hours per week.
Wow.
And we do most of the outreach, which has been really fun. Wow. But we're very dedicated because we realize the impact that music has on the community, and we want to be good stewards of that in Sacramento.
In the gay community, reaching out to another area of illness in our society is an important service.
We're all stronger together, so.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Creating these partnerships with other nonprofit organizations has been a really big goal of mine since I started as executive director. I just wanted to help more people and get the word out about what the Gay Men's Chorus can do for Sacramento. And I really think we're crossing that threshold where people want us and know what impact we can have, which is great.
Good, that is. It is nice. So what kinds of new groups have you worked with?
Go ahead.
Well, so for this concert, we partner with Susan G. Komen, but the McClatchy High School, they just renovated their theater.
Yes.
It's fantastic. It's probably the nicest venue in Sacramento, state-of-the-art sound, light.
Whoa.
And we're taking this opportunity because a lot of the kids there don't know how to run the soundboard. It's so high-tech. We're actually providing a professional so the kids can shadow us during the show so they can learn how to use their equipment.
Sweet.
They're going to help us backstage. So we're helping their booster club, basically.
Yeah. Oh, that's sweet, sweet, sweet.
Anywhere we can help, we will. So we're actually making all of their desserts and cookies for their intermission, and they're going to sell them and keep all of the funds for their booster club.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are really great. You're like an outreach organization.
Yep.
We're trying.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So what's next in the kind of the evolution of the organization? What do you think?
Oh, goodness.
Well, our artistic director, Stephen Johnson, isn't here today, but we're really excited about, like Jason mentioned, we do 2 big shows per season, and we always do one in the holiday season and then one in the spring or the summer. So the next big thing for us will be our next holiday concert, and it's going to be involving a lot more orchestration, we believe, than we have done in the past, a lot more instrumentation, so that'll be really amazing. And
it's going to be called Feast, so we're going to feature all of your favorite songs that you can
feast your ears on,
audibly hear and know that you're at a Christmas concert or a holiday concert.
Yeah.
Great.
Great.
Jason Pettit, thank you so much
for
Kale
having us.
Terry.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Thanks so much. You two are a wonderful addition to our great community.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
All right, we're going to take a short pause for the cause, like say goodbye, and see you next Wednesday at 5. Meet people like these two and enjoy our time here on the planet by serving one another. Amen. See you next week in a new show.